Alright, sorry. Nice. Alright, sorry, stream was interrupted yesterday, so we're trying again, but slightly different angle, because I believe yesterday we got up to the top 10 decks. But what we're going to do today is I want to highlight a particular deck. So let's see if I can get it up for you. And there we go. So this is Limitless. This is where we could actually see what those top decks would look like. So again, drop out on top, then make range a second. We have the snow, we have the count of decks in tournaments for the season. We have how much wins, losses, draws, win rate, and the share by percentage of how much of total games and tournaments are those decks. So again, we know all of these decks here. Enzarak, updated with more recent sets. We have Alakazam here in top 10, Beedrill. We have Ogapon, Meganium, Hydra Pull, and of course, Lucario Hariyama at 10. But this is what I want to focus on. This is just under 5%, but approximately 5%. And like wait, like other usually means is a bunch of various decks that don't have enough to make up like an archetype. So while doing this after the stream ended yesterday, I decided to actually look into it. And I see in here these are some online tournaments. So you're seeing the prizes here, right? But the I'm saying it thinking it's like a bunch of different decks, but going through the list, they are all this Mega Frostlass and Aboliver deck. And I was like, wait, okay, that is one. What is the second one? Because it was your mix. And again, Aboliver, Frostlass, no Mega Frostlass in this person's will, but okay, what about the three? Here we go, Mega NC and Jellicent. Like, okay, a bit more rogue, so I understand. Let's go to four. Okay, Braxian, that's the Embo and Delphox deck, one price. Like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. But then I come back here again, and then I make it and see, and like, okay. But I don't go through all the list, right? But going through the list, there's another one, odd deck. I would say around a third, like Smoochum, Dusknoir, Cresselia, Deoxys. This is not about the odd decks. But a large share of this was actually that I believe a deck. So it got me a bit curious as to how that deck actually functions. It has a lot of top place finishes with some of these rogue decks. And again, I mentioned yesterday that it actually is showing that the format has a lot of room and we actually getting to see a lot of different decks now. Alright, our name can show I'm missing the Abolivers, but yeah, the Aboliver deck had me curious. So let's take a look at that Aboliver build. I'll do the top deck, right? So there's the most set of wins. Take list. And let's copy that and blow it up into our thing. There we go. And deck HQ import. Nice. And we have our Aboliver max rarity here. So I don't know much about it. Extract points, water energy, grass energy. Alright, let's look, supporters. So if we're gonna first go up to Aboliver, what's this do? Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's a nice control piece. I noticed you should flip a coin and yeah, they get 3 or 6 cards. Pretty nice. Feudal like coin flips. Alright. Ace picker choice is secret box. So yeah, that's like pretty solid. So let's So it is active, and I'll go through deck once before we actually take it a test, and then give a bit of a commentary. Because again, I find it suspicious that out of like maybe 18 deck lists, I believe like six of them was this deck. So this might be another common deck. So this is Aboliva EX. This may attack it or salvo for one grass energy. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon six times. You can choose different Pokemon, and for each of them, you do 20 damage to it, and not affected by weakness. So basically, you pick six Pokemon, each of them get 20 damage. But important thing is you can actually pick the same Pokemon multiple times. So add up to 120 total damage anywhere you want. One reason that I lost this in a tournament, so that's why I'm running Shaman. We all know what Frostlass does. Favorite art, beautiful. End phase, it puts a check up, right? Puts a damage counter on all Pokemon abilities other than Frostlass. And of course, you have Mega Frostlass here. Kaguyashi. We love how this looks, which does no effect and does 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. And you have this bigger attack no one uses that puts your opponent Pokemon to sleep as well. I believe us make the Pokemon confused. Oh, it protects itself from special conditions. Alright, that's it. We have the done pass to draw, and that's basically it. So let's give it a run, because I find this pretty interesting. So again, we're not sure this deck functions, so we'll be learning about it together. But I suspect that it's just a big body deck, and it gets rid of your opponent's Pokemon before they get the chance to evolve. Again, I say in advance, I know the frame rate terrible in this stream. I am actively working on how to do it, but there aren't too much motion, so you'll be able to at least follow what's going on. There we go. Hmm, this is one of these. We'll actually just bring out Dawn Sparse. And this should be fine. Just end the turn, and we should be good. Mmm, that's fucked up. Poor Bolivar, go and get your ass rinse. Alright, let's see what we're drawing into. Okay, that's pretty nice. First things first. I can't get the dance pass because if we do, we'll actually lose the game. So let's go into our olive. I'm an idiot. I could just. I completely missed this. I could have done this. I could have still gone the dance pass and went into the Aboliva. So this is wholly on me. I did tutu. I did total tutu. So I'll play for the game. I really missed that. I really missed that. But forgive me, I am a bit new to the deck. Okay, was in front, but you let's pull two things out. Pip, pip. Hey, I messed up, and it still works out though. Alright, for the on Fez, take your local hand. There's no Fez in the deck. That would be tragic. We'll take another Bolivar though. And take another dance pass. Let's go. Let's put down the sky and let's go into our. I should have gone take another small level. Hmm, we'll see. Let's go and oil salvo. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 80. And we hit him 1, 2. That's it. So pretty decent. So from the look at it, like it should be fairly consistent because you're just trying to get like two lines and everything else is just drop water, arrange those two lines. And the body on the Alboliva as well as the Mega Frostlass is pretty big. Cannot see in him one-shotting us this early in the game. Yeah, even if he has the yeah, break that, that don't matter. I still see him one-shotting us in the game. That's like 160. We don't care about that. Okay. Because one thing we have access to that he doesn't mm, is the back line. Ooh, which guy's in hand? Three. Let's see, Grave. We can play the Island Grave. No, that makes sense. I think all these will do to us fine. So hit all of these. Da da da. Oh, yeah. Mega Frost last. Let's pull again. That's really good. That'll actually set us up pretty nice. And Salvo. I think the mistake I made was not putting it on this one first time. So okay, we actually knocked out both of them. Hmm. All right, so he's going to get a knockout here, and presumably we should be able to get into our water energy, hopefully, and take the revenge with our Frostlass and take that out. Because again, Overpawn is not a factor in this deck because nothing we attack him with has effects. Like I said, this deck seemed like an anomaly, and being that prevalent in that list, this deck might actually pop up pretty soon. So I want to get a handle on it, or might even build it. It seems pretty interesting. I'm curious why they use Frostlass instead of something like Stammy, where they could capitalize on that back row damage. But I guess they're not doubling down so that they have possibly a better matchup against things like, well, not things, decks which already have the, ugh, as the name said, Shaman. Could be decks have Shaman in them, and they may be slightly more problematic. Because the decks with Shaman would would stop the ability to damage Pokemon on the bench, and that would like diminish the deck. So I guess they split in resources, and also finally get rid of the Aboliver to level up the cards in the hand to just finish them up with the Mega Frostlass. And thinking about it, I don't think we should have actually played Frostlass. We should have left the Frostlass as a Snorunt and then evolved it when needed. Here's Kitty. What you first you just get food. Ignore the kitten that is being spoiled currently on my lap and making noise. But yes. Uh Play small up because I'm not sure I go on draw. You get your turn. You're eating something else. Oh, there you go. Snorunt. Put Abeliva. Let's retreat. One of our things. Evolve. And end. I think I messed up really early in this mismatch up. And that's what cost me this game. But it was pretty simple as well. I honestly didn't even notice that I was so tunnel vision on them finally killing that sorry, killing the smaller, but I didn't realize I could just bring it back with a stretcher when I drew it. What lesson learned? Okay, I guess you're going to go into Mako Hitter. Okay, so that's Mako Hitter 240, 270. I don't think he'd actually kill the Frostlass anyway. For the Frostlass. Yep, yep. So definitely the involving the Frostlass prematurely was not the best play to make. He's still in the game though. He's still in the game because he's short. Pip, pip. Oh, okay, definitely this. I believe a second on you guys. There we go. Because we actually need to draw some energy. Because finding energy count in this deck is really low. Oh, in a second, I believe. Right. Show tree. Bing, bing. Nice. Just unfortunate we didn't get any energy. Okay, so 2 grass energy for the game. Womp womp womp. We'll give him that one. We'll chop that one up to the game and we'll try again. That's fine. Not going to show that. We just enjoy energy, that's game. We don't want to waste your time or mine. I see there's a way to increase the frame rate. So let's see if we can find that. One second. I'm just again trying to adjust video. Okay, I see how we can adjust the frame rate. Alright, so still looking a bit choppy, but we'll make a slight adjustment after. Let's try again. Again, it looks pretty interesting. And again, matching up against most decks in the format, this will be pretty strong. 'Cause if you go first, they don't get to evolve their Dracloak, they don't get to evolve their Lucario, or any of the top decks actually. So if you could get your body out early enough, you could actually just put some big early game pressure, because that's why the Bolívar deck was actually doing pretty good in our tournaments locally as well. The early game pressure was insane, and before the players using the Aura Punter draw, which was still good, but it wasn't actually doing as well as this, because you don't need Yoga as a backup attacker, because yeah, Frostlass. But I would make some adjustments to this and see how it works. I might be able to man some of these, and a Frostlass is like $40. I might be able to justify the spending. So if we could get our hands on two Frostlosses, we'd be good. And notice the cat no making noise no more. She is letting me hang man sleep. Because again, spoiled child. It's a cat, but you know what I mean. Let's go. What do you need? You're a small live. Let's go for some draw. Harder than one. Okay. And if that's the case, we don't mind if I do. I have it already. Oh god, I was gonna say that on there, you know. Isaac, you know. Isaac. Isaac always doing something. There we go. We have now no supporters. Way boy, these single mothers, I understand how they feel boy. No support at all. Just had to fighting it on your own. And meanwhile, six little children here, like watch them. It's a little bit you, too small of, and pain boy, pain. Unfortunately, you can't use items, so searches would be minimal. Oh, you want to fuck that? Fuck the shit out of that, but you're a boss. You gotta be eating nice with a boss. Top, 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 top. 7. If you kill this, that's 8. Just need to actually find out water. And generally be steaming. Alright, so let's see what we can do. After this, because we are definitely going to draw 3. And oh, okay. Unfortunate. Let's see. That's real sad though. Tragic. Oh, let's pull again. Let's rotate cards first. Yeah, we just take by one at least. Oh, there we go. That's okay. 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 That's not bad. Oh. Okay. So what you'll do is miss, and the choice is much simpler now. 'Cause all you want. Oh my God. Really? Don't you run one? Don't you run in one way? Only one frost last big dog. I hope there's one stretcher as well, you know. It was really one stretcher too. Wow, it was really one stretcher. Big man, he was right around one single stretcher, yes? So I guess that's unfortunate draw there. But if we had another frost last, would have been the Aston. The Aston would be grass there. So I think deck built for the person to use, but it not room for adjustments. Cause wow. That's an unfortunate draw there with that stretcher as he carried out to this card. So he had to discard the two cards because we had no energy, so he had to go for something else. But I just see not the energy problems with deck, so we'll work on some consistency with it and making some adjustments. But again, so in second game, we'll give it one more try and then we'll give it a critical eye. Because again, you can't analyze something without actually giving it a playthrough first to see how the deck functions. Will still be a good one so far. But again, comparing it to the list of top decks that it beat, because again, it had a lot of second placements with this build. It would rinse everything in the top 10 once it gets off, at least early. Because going up from Mega Ninja second, Dragapult third, Slowpoke, Enzerak. If you go up against things especially like Alakazam, you're literally taking two prizes if you as Evolve Believer. And if they play something like Budew, mm-mm-mm, that's a easy two prize. That's just a two piece. Nice. Nice, nice, baby. I'm surprised he didn't target the dance pass though. Bird and Forest. Alright. Jump for tree. We way behind, but let's see what we could do. Okay, that's nice. Get that to him. Let's see what we could get. Ah, Bolivar. Uh, it's got three cards. Sorry, I blew the mic there. Sorry, I blew the mic there. One, two, three. Let's keep that here. Okay, we're gonna boss. Let's replace and we'll take again no stretcher. Mm, that one stretcher is sickening. Makes things rather difficult. But take a retreat. I believe attack. It's five. Don't knock him out. And we'll put a two across here. Gunshot. Gunshot P everybody. I don't understand why you have one of the frost last though. One mega frost last though. If that's the backup, why not run more? Again, that might be right once again now that second place finishes versus first. I understand why I have the two regular frost losses because against Truckloop X, insane amount of value. Like genuine insane amount of value. You'll catch Trucklooks, you'll catch Pheasant de Petit, you'll catch Enzeroak, you'll catch Alcazar Mines, you'll even catch the Kakunas with the grass decks, Ogapon, Hydrapple, real things you're catching. And you might even against the Lucario decks, you'll still catch Fez, Meowth, and Hariyama, as well as Lunatone. So makes sense. It does make sense. That plus 20 makes sense. Can hit a 3 by 3 and then 10-10 and you get a real good spread there. But I just wondering about the dynamics with that single stretcher and that single mega mega frostlass. Well, like I said, this is the second game, so we'll give it one more chance, and then we'll give it the critical eye. Like I said, I'm very surprised at all the rogue decks at number 5. But I guess the variance actually surprised because the meta decks are quite. Hmm, I can't remember the word for it. It just means one. They're mostly one dimensional. So they wouldn't be afraid for anything off the beaten path. Monolithic, that's the word. Is a monolithic is the word. Move 10 damage, big dog. I could take that 10 damage. Okay. 20? I see their price there. Because again, I'm not that surprised, is that I'm not seeing Fez, but what was Fez on the list for this deck? I really don't recall Fez on the list, but that was an interesting choice if there's no Fez in the deck. Alright, so what are you going to go for? We should just go for the I should have used this one instead and then just evolved it. It's fine. We live on learn. He definitely can knock us out right away. Still going to Bolivar. We're still going to this. I don't see why there was only that one because Lancet can't bring back the Mega Frost last. And that's the thing that bug him. I don't see why you would have done that. This is water energy. You have no to bring back Mega Frost last. This is water energy. Take another one of these. So what you aim to do is stick him a little bit. Mmm. I could have put a water energy on the Believe on the bench. I can retreat in. Anyway, I can still retreat. That'll get him to 300. But if I retreated, I'd actually been in a better position. What's this? Okay. Okay, that's a GG. That's a GG. He's going to kill one on my bench. He's going to nearly kill one in front. And that will basically put us in checkmate. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I definitely have to make an adjustment to this. Let's make an adjustment because that one stretcher is ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous, one stretcher. Edit. Three place for that. Four of these. And one stretcher. Big dog. Big dog. No feather as well. Ooh, okay. At least that's an interesting option there. But no, we could give it a critical eye with 53 game. So again, well rounded, very consistent as most meta decks are. Where we actually seeing that we could make the same play over and over and over and follow through, or consistently get us to it. The play we're going for is our lever, and then we following up with a revenge kill with the Mega Frostlass. Because then you each use one energy, that's all we're seeking to do, and we have supplemental damage from the regular Frostlass, and we trying to just draw it with the Dunsparce. That's it. So again, that's a pretty thorough strategy there. Wow, this looking like a fight against the Avalanche deck. Avagal? I think it's Avagal you're fighting against. Get that one card. Oh my god. You seeing this? You see, I have never seen that in my life. 22 mulligans? That's crazy, dog. Alright, I guess I have everything. Let me just start setting up because I that's insane, dog. That's insane. That's even possible. Why the fuck you water engine a fire deck? Big man. Big man. If he crack me a zero sec here, I am going to be supremely sad. If I get a zero sec here, I will be very sad. And it's sad part actually, what would you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Oh, oh God. Only a one down spots in deck. That's interesting though. If he's zero sec, he's zero sec. We'll see. Because I am very curious as to what the fuck going on is deck using. I have never seen 22 mulligans before. I have genuinely never seen 22 mulligans before. Yeah, we're going to clip that. We're definitely going to clip that. That was what was he even playing to get 22 mulligans? And the thing is, I know she have like two people on it. 3 now. 22 mulligans, dog. This man get 22 mulligans. You're not particular. It's particular circle of hell, dog. Like that's like getting hit by lightning on a cloudy day. It could happen, but just like fuck you in particular today, dog. I feel bad about getting like 5 tails and thing, but whew, man get 22 mulligans and that's rough. That's particularly rough. We're going first again. We go in for that Bolivar play again, but whew, I am confused as to what that person was attempting to play so much. Okay, I guess we'll go for Bordeaux and a Snorunt. We lose the grass energy to retreat, we item lock him, and we hope for next turn to. Why go first? Okay, I forgot that. Snorunt. Okay, no Bordeaux, so I guess that narrows the only place we can make next turn. That's it. End the turn, and yeah, we go. That's it. We're not going to use the Palpa. You want to give them an idea what to do next turn. As little information as possible we could give them, and we'll follow through. As far as you see is just a believer. What's going on? Why, big man? You better be playing Serial Edge, because I don't see a world where that makes sense. Yeah, big man, you better be playing Serial Edge. Better search for chocolate. If you search for another me out dog, I'll flip. That's crazy. Alright, Zan. Okay. Makes sense, but you just search discard your Zan and I search for Zan. Okay. Typically, I wouldn't say do that because it better discard at least the fire energy on one of them because you can always get back the fire energy. Because now you don't have a Charizard, you have one of these searches for Charizard, so if you have only one Charizard in hand, you lose it, you're basically kind of fucked, but alright. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice. Especially for us, because we're going to take 10 damage this turn, and we're going to hopefully follow up with Evolving Abelieva. So draw is water energy. Alright, so that water energy definitely going on our Snorunt. It's definitely going to evolve because we're not going to do anything else. The boss does make sense because eek. Okay, put him up, put him up. Alright, Aboliva for the win. Krakak. Ping pong. Alright. We will use this to draw a tree and discard down to get there we go. Alright, now we go One, two, three. What you need is the stadium. First things first. Balloon, item, supporter. There you go. Nice. Put this on that. Field card. Aboli. Attack. We'll do one, two, three, four, and one, two. There you go. And now I don't know what Big Man going to do because he can't evolve everything in one turn. And now that's in that range to get gunshot from Mabaliva as well. What does the attack do? Bounces itself. Okay. I want to see what the play is because we're going to just repeat it again. Actually, less. I'm going to go on for the next Frost last and just hit it for four this time and hit that for the other four and see how it goes. No clue what that's about. Let's go. You'll take you. I admit I'm still very amused because, again, 22 mulligans is crazy. I used to play Iron Tones, so I know about mulliganing a lot, but still 22 is crazy work. Take a three cards. Nice. You. Let's see. Oh, you have an engrave. It's a grass energy. That's fine. There we go. Let's pull out one more of you guys from the deck. Bing bing. We can look at this. We can look fate with this. And I believe again. He will hit you for one, two, three. I think that's too much. I'll set it for two. Set it for two. Oh, what did it? That's fine. Yeah, I was going to knock out a full knockout there. Oh, this deck is disgusting. I see why he has all the first asses in the deck, right? But big man, you still needed at least two stretchers. One stretcher is crazy work still, and yeah, that one just dead to itself. We don't have to do anything on that dead. So I guess this is the setup that they're going for here. I assume this is the setup they're going for, which again is quite hilarious. So we guys win the game here, but let's see how the deck functions. Tick tick tick. Okay, a fairly consistent damage output there against decks with effects. Because I guess against something like mm, Actually, anything. Because the 30 they put on the emphasis, 30 put in at 60. You actually can even knock out a Fez with this pretty easily, and they're not running Fez because they're seeking to do a lot of damage on its own. Okay, that makes sense. I'll not attack you. Go ahead. I'll get a free turn. See, I try not to attack the man and he's still dead. But, okay. This a pretty strong deck. And the next question is, would I run it though? I would run this though. I would run this. You make it's because things run. I misspeak there. You need to run things so things don't run you. That's what I was trying to say. Hmm. So you still got one spot deck. I believe okay. And it's a fairly simple deck as well and really cheap because this acts as favorable matchups against everything in top 10. The Dragapult, you will get to take out the 3 piece and Dracloaks on the bench. The Greninja again take out is enough damage to take out both the Froakie and the Frogadiers. You're taking out the Budews as well, and the Dracloak, Slowking, Enzeroak, Alakazam. This actually rinsing the top 10 and rinsing it bad. I understand why they're not playing it with Starmie, right? But the upside is way too good. The upside is legitimately too good because even if they are playing the Shaman, the damage are getting put on it by your Frostlass is actually crazy. All right, let me cook a little bit because this is pretty interesting. Let me dupe this deck. Let me dupe it, and let me take off one of these guys. Take off one of these guys, and let me do Starmie instead. Let me do a Starmie instead. All right, let me do a Starmie. This is bomb. All right, let's use this as bomb because I seeing this as a pretty interesting out. Because I was seeing the damage on the bench as something that be lacking. I didn't realize that what they're actually trying to do is to finish them off with that damage. Because I could see a world where you're also using Monkey Dory as an out as well. With the Aboliva, that's pretty good. Alright. Pick, pack. It has enough drop out to actually find what you want and card selection, so that's crazy strong. That's crazy strong. Cause a repel play into Starmie is pretty decent. Yeah, and clapping because I'd have one mosquito just floating around being irritating. Might be because I'm a little sweaty. We try not to have too much distortion. Mm. All right, let's. Oh, take a retreat. We gain three. Let's do it again. If they get six, that's bullshit. They get three as well. Okay, that's fine. Small F. Lock him up. Lock him up. I should have used this to bring her down sparse. I'm seeing the Badiou. I should have done that. Did he just bring Neo up, huh? Did he really just bring Neo up, huh? Did he not just. I am so confused. I'm so confused as to what the plays he made there. But I ain't mad at it. I'm confused, but I'm not mad at it because it'll work in my favor. So first thing first, big man. Let's go. Nice. Still go on you. Take this, clear on the Aboliver. You take uh uh and you work with one of you. So you're at least all fresh. One, two. Put them down. Take a new tree. Nice. Put them down for two. Take the free retreat. Aboliver. And I think we should be able to two piece of this deck here. We're going to hit one, two, three, one, two, one, two. There we go. Nice. That's actually pretty good. So now we have the Starmie in range. Starmie needs to get slight work. And we could take out a Frogadier and the Starmie. Because we know he has the Greninja in hand. It doesn't matter what he does to us after this. Definitely taking on that we want to make him lose that new upper. We go one. Let's go with two. Alright, that's one. Put this energy on him because we want to actually get into the Mega Frost Blast and attack right away. I guess that's what we're doing for sure. We don't need any recovery, so we'll take a fresh. I should have put on a small elf, but live and learn. There we go. Draw back a small elf. Put a small elf. Alright, we'll leave that there because we have no need to rush that. Shut our boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We wait him for 2. Wow. Damage on him no matter, because you're going to draw him out anyway. Okay. Ay, ay caramba. Ay caramba, Holmes, that's insane work. I would even say that's some bullshit. That's so fucked up. But I'm inspired. I'm inspired to make a upgrade to that deck I already had, because I was wondering if that'd be a shit deck to use. But after seeing all these shenanigans, I think I should make that deck. I need to get my hands on some frost lasses though. But whew, let's take this into ranked. In our case, let's see, just for a fair comparison. Again, I apologize for the inconsistency with my stream, because I do see it sticking a bit, but this Abueli deck is actually super crazy. I I didn't think it was going to work that well, but it is. So I guess we're doing that. And since you're ready to do Abueli, let's just go over the matchups, because again we're talking about the top 10 meta decks and how you'd actually take them apart and play against them. Because Drapol still has such a big share, the plays you're trying to get at most of the time is trying to get them to not have the Dracloaks. Because most of those decks don't actually run the rare candy or that much rare candy in most of the Dragapult builds. If you could actually get rid of Dracloaks, not the Drippies, the deck actually stutters because they don't have much draw power outside of that. Also, they can't just go straight from Drippy into Dracloak, so you'll be hamstringing them on multiple fronts. Okay, he can't hit us on first turn. Get a small live. And I think we just end right there. We could have went for something else, but I don't want to lose resources. Like, let me look for some good stuff. Because again, we have Balloony decks, so we could actually try to get Balloon and I want to say Balloon and Voidland Forest is what we're looking for. Nice. So that's pretty good. We could actually get rid of one of those. He's trying to stop his next turn. So he doesn't have Academy Knight in that second hand. We want to actually get into our Voidland Forest to get rid of the Academy Knight. And again, this is the fourth most popular deck we play against here, the Slow King deck, because ability to wipe the bench. Because even looking at this build, there we go. He actually brought the Karim as well. The Karim can actually do, I believe. Damn. All right. Let's see. He is setting up for a wipe. What can we do? We need to actually draw Academy of Wood Forest. Otherwise we're screwed. And we may be screwed. Let's thin that out as much as we could. Let's thin this out as much as we could in the hopes of getting the Academy at night. Alright, we're gonna return out as much as we could. Because we need to get rid of that academy at night. Ugh. There might be a pipe there. Enter. That might be Lex there. That's just more to speak on how consistent that fucking slowpoke deck is. Just shit. Just fucking bullshit, dog. All the time. Just all the time. Because we're going to lose real stuff. The only upside is it. Oh god, it actually have no upside. He could bring any of the other Pokemon as he could bring any of the other Pokemon no attackers. That's oof, it's gonna be a rough comeback. Let's see what we could do. The attack when he uses the attack, it actually treats the attack as if it's the other Pokemon attacking, meaning he gets access to weaknesses as well. So if he attacked us with the Metagross, it would actually hit us for weakness. So, boy, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. All right. All right. Yeah. Right there. We could take him out. Let's see if we have a decent comeback here. One, two, three, four. Fully take out because we don't want that foolishness. Again, we are questioning if he has another Academy at night. He might, so let's see. Again, it's a mad Academy at night. It's fine, he can't fully wipe us with that. Because next time seeing is you're going to Illusion. Um, and kind of fuck with his hand a bit, because that's all we could do at this point. If he retreats it, we could wipe it out with Abeliva. And again, I'm seeing how good the Abeliva is, as even if he tries to keep it on the bench and think it's safe, Abeliva will kill it on the bench. So unless he could put 200 on the same turn, it pretty much fucked. We we don't care about that big dog. We likely and truly don't care about that. Everything deck is like one retreat, two retreat. I will gladly the energy for that. Take two cards, but you can't scan big dog. We we do not care. Because what you want to do is actually use your Wondrous Patch to get the energy on the Slowking, but I believe they don't play Switch, so they can't just swap twice. Oh, nice. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. First things first, we are not going to get stuck with this. Put that up. What we will pull back is another one of these, because we want to have some threats to keep us from dying. We can't do anything with that, so we need to yeah, stretch us, we're not afraid. Done sparse. So you guys are what's drawn, we could come back. Because again, you need to get rid of the Academy at night. And all those cards he selected in hand. Even if you get back 6, it don't matter. I'll take 3, that's small. I'll take that. Nice. He gets 6. We didn't want to do that, but That's how the cookie crumbles. Let's pull two more. Take the Starmie and take him. Draw three. You put the first last down. Search for. There you go. And we will take out the second slowking. We're not having that. Alright, nice. So the second slowking taken out there. And we could keep this going. Again, we still need to get rid of that Academy at night, but we can work around it. Because now we're not that far behind, even though he hit us with that Kyurem easy. And very quickly that first turn, I fucked myself. I should not, oh, it didn't matter. It happened anyway. If he can retrieve the Kyurem and has the Wondrous Patch in hand, we are fucked. Because if he gets the Kyurem, he will Wondrous Patch onto this. He will place the energy, draw two cards. He will evolve it up, use this, put the Kyurem on top of the deck, attack, bang, 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 game. I feel like he has the Wondrous Patch in hand. I genuinely believe he has the Wondrous Patch in hand. Okay, he doesn't. He's searching for answers here. Because he usually use only two Wondrous Patches. Mm-hmm. Right as one. Wondrous Patch. Yeah, that's game. Manually attach, stretcher. On manual attach, stretcher. You have it. There we go. He's looking for basic energy. That was it. Wait, he just sent back the character deck. So let's see if he draw the character. That's fucking crazy work, dog. He drew the character. Crazy work. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. Two swings, game. And that's why this is number four deck. This is fucking disgusting shit, dog. It's fucking disgusting. You have to run a shaman in every deck now, simply for that play. You have to run a shaman. It's like playing against Reggie Draco all over again. And the punishment is simply, you know it there, you should run it. And I'm stubborn, so I will not run it. But that's where it is. But back to the discussion about the meta decks. So the only deck I see even in the top 20 that would be a struggle for either that Slowpoke deck or even this Aboliva deck. Again, I apologize in advance. I see somebody else joined. My stream is a bit laggy, again, like 10 FPS. Working on it. But we're discussing meta decks and and how prevalent the rogue decks are in the format. Because believe it or not, this deck was in the other section as like my top five decks in the current format. And trying to figure out why. And simply, it fast enough and it. Okay, so could avoid that damage. I deserve what I get. We're not breaking up the stadium because since we leave using our we actually want him to actually damage his Pokemon as well. So that's why we're not really too concerned about him having the stadium. We play no effect Pokemon Big Dog, so it's fine. Hmm. Tragic. Tragic. No supporters, no anything. I guess we starting to see who the holes with deck, why deck keep placing second. So you'll see my background. Again, not the best not the top notch streamer yet. So I want to show you the list of top decks while we go what we're going through right now. So again, these are the top decks and the percentages are of their market share when it comes to standard currently. And when we was doing other was using this Aboliva deck. We were first using this guy's build here, and these are all online tournaments, and we've seen a lot of first and second place finishes, right? Like a lot of first and second place finishes coming into late May, into early June, even up until last week as well. And that's pretty good. Look at the finishes here. There's like a couple losses here and there, but again, it might have legitimately been against Slowpoke. So we're going up the list. We already did a Slowpoke yesterday. We're looking at some more of these rogue decks from this list. So we just did Aboliva. Let's see these first two as I believe. Let's go into the fourth one, which is Dusk Diancie. That don't need much explanation because Dusk Diancie is pretty much just um two, I would say two Gardevoirs and a top hat and a trench coat. Because basically all they're trying to do is do the same thing Gardevoir used to do in terms of energy, but just blowing up your bench and trying to reduce damage. Mm, nothing too interesting about that. Let's go down. That's five. We have the Fennekin and Blaziken deck, which is pretty interesting. So let's get that into the mix. Here we go. Again, I know you've seen my interface, but I am still trying to figure out how that works. And let's go into that deck now. Let's import it and see where's the source behind that. Let's import. Nice, we have it in there. So let's look at it. We have one Shaman, we have four Fennekins, three Braxians, and of course, main card Delphox allows you to draw by removing a fire energy. And then this attack is the main focus side deck. It does 40 for each fire energy on your Pokemon total. So pretty good. And they pair it with the Embo, this one here, which does like the attack is not important. It's basically a fire version of Pax Caliber, where you could play fire energy anytime you want. So you're just trying to get a bunch of fire energy off on the bench, and then kicking the shit in with the Delphox. And because of one prize, it very not friendly to fight against too much. Because the prize rate's way off. The only two prizes are, of course, Fez and Meowth. Alright, how much energy we doing? Okay, we're doing 13 energy. not bad at all. And let's look at what the trainers look like. Three fire breeders, two fire breeders. We have two dawns, four lilies, one boss. That's an interesting choice. Four ultras. Okay, we have energy. We have this as a way to get back energy, I guess. All right, each pick of choice is max rod. All right, let's I just call this let's call this QB because it is Firefox KYUBI, and this was number what on our list. This was also one of the decks that was in the five. So we'll name this number five because this is in one of those decks, and we'll give us a test to it, see how it is. Because again, we can't complain about a deck or analyze it without actually playing the deck. Because a lot of people do that, just look at it and say it's not good. I should not do this in ranked. That's a terrible idea. Let's do it in casual. There we go. Alright, so we in, and the frame rate just drops while in game. But I am going to work on that for y'all, so we'll see how it goes. But Oblivion's deck is pretty strong. I don't know why he didn't replace at least one of the Embors with not with a Mega Embor as even a big finisher, but they may not need the power because dumping off all those fire energies means he could actually take out any Mega Pokemon with his Delphox. So I don't think they're worried about power with this deck. Hmm. For those who just joined, we actually had someone get 22 mulligans earlier, and that shit was hilarious. I am going to have to go back through the stream to look for that moment to clip it, but I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. I don't know how I would have deal with that. I might have just go get some rope and just start hanging out. Whew, that's a tough thing to go through. Here we go. One, and we end that. I don't think he actually could do too much on turn one, so that's why I'm confident in putting the fire engine in front. If he was using the actual EV that this EV here, that can evolve turn one, I would have actually put it on the back. But he didn't, and I'm quite curious as to why. Maybe, and if he playing, what is this he's playing? I am curious to see what he's playing. Oh no, it's disconnected. Oh, sorry, stream dropped for a minute. Having a slight connection issue, but we'll fight through. All right, there we go. We have a big guy in front. Because this might be there's a one prize Slazzle that makes you discard up to three cards. It could be that deck. It could not be, but we'll see. That. Nice. We actually want to get our Tepig. Put him down. Drop another Fennec in. And we'll take a fresh Hana 8 because we out here like that. Nice. I don't think we have anything else to discard. Mm, let's pull from deck. We'll take out a second Tepig. And boom, let's just knock that out. think we should be able to get something else. I believe deck has only two rare candies, so we'll see what that looks like. Also, you might hear a bit of rain in the background. I live in the Caribbean. It's our rainy season, so we tend to get a lot of that rain like periodically. And yeah, also if you notice the accent, that's where it's from. No, it's not Jamaica. Oh, he could actually swap with one of our Pokemon. Okay. Hmm. Is he going to do it? Okay. Is he going to? Oh no. Oh, okay. That's what he going for this deck. Okay. I seize your game. I seize your game. Respect, respect. We actually want to get rare candy. So let's see if we could pull up. So we could pull up a rare candy play here. Just knocked one out, not with damage. So well played, well played. Let's evolve Pignite, evolve one of our Braxies. Place energy here. And we'll take a fresh six because again we want that rare candy. Okay, not bad. We'll go for the Emerald here because we need it. And we'll give him a prize. Nothing big loss there. Again, the deck on paper doesn't look that strong, but is a one prize deck in a three prize and two prize format, which is in its on its own pretty significant. All right, so we'll go with evolve this. Mm, much you have in the grave. All right, so what we'll do is we will. Mm, okay, so here's what we'll do. We will discard. We'll put us down with his ability first things first. Put that on him so we can retreat him when we're ready. We also have stuff in the grave. Right, we have Brax into the grave. We will Lana's in, bring them back. One, two, three. Evolve up. We will return the fire to the deck because we actually want to draw into those. We can then draw three cards. Da, da, da. Mm, now he's looking for. Mm, 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 mm. That's fine, I guess. Let's ditch these two big boys. Because what we want to get is. Oh no, I should just go in for the thing. Shit. I should just go in for the meow play. If I went for the meow play, I could have let him knock it out, or I get three cards with fires, and then I can meow out and look for fire breather and get all the fire energy to hand. and have a better setup. I really didn't see that. Again, first time using the deck, so bear it a little bit. But again, this was one of the build and battle decks that you got for Entire Chaos Rising. And the fact that you just have the trainer Fez and a Embo, which is pretty easy to find, I think it's like 35 cents. And you have a top notch that could win a tournament. Because I believe this build had what placements? I'm looking at placements while we have this. This was Insect Dealer. Their score was 931. They placed second in a 90-man tournament, which is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. All right, so there's what we're looking for here. Nice. So first thing, Del Fox. We'll put the energy on Del Fox because I'm an idiot. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to draw first, but hey, shit happens. Let us draw a tree first. See what we get. Oh, okay, cool. We could work with this. We will ditch this and this maybe. We want him. We haven't used a water yet. We will dump him off. He will help us find Fire Breather. There we go. And I think we are all set up now. Fire Breather. There we go. And now we are all set up with Fire Breather. I believe this is what they call in the business game. Because we go in 1, 2, 2. We go in 1, 2, 3. We go in 1, 2, 3. So everything spread out pretty nicely. And now I am an idiot again. I didn't draw cards. Forgive me. I didn't draw the cards. I'm severely misplaying with this deck. Severely misplaying with this deck. And it's not even fucking funny. It's not even fucking funny. I genuinely struggling to put together what the big play with the deck is. But I get too excited when I pull them fire energy. But it's fine. We getting it back because we still could one shot wherever he plays. Using our Delphox. Because we're going to win this match by prize racing him basically. We are going to knock that out with our other Delphox. That'll put us on one prize and then we'll use our Pheasant de Petit to shoot something on the bench and win the game. Doesn't matter. Dead to poison. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put back up Delphox in front. Let's look. Nothing to bring. We use that. We will use Delphox to draw. Up, up. Look at that. Return. Bam, bam. Oh, um, fuck. There we go. Pip, pip, pip. Delphox. Over candy as well. So we have game for sure now. We have game for sure now there. So this, I will take this here, 4, crack. I guess that's why they have only 2 bosses in the deck. They don't actually need more than those 2 bosses. Again, the deck though is slightly slower, but it doesn't exactly need a draw engine because the attacker is also part of the draw engine. So that's a fairly interesting outcome to have there. So we have 2 rare candies in hand. We could look for a second Tembo and look for Del Fox to just have redundancies. Also thin out the deck, and then we will search to try and get an extra fire energy. Yeah, still light a poison. Okay, I just feel like being a ass now, so I will kill him with the fez. So let's just acid dominance. Waste acid dominance for no reason. What the MO? There we go. Let me just show him that he had no way out of this anyway. That we had all the outs in the world. Let's take a refresh. 5 reader again. And switch 4, just in deck. Cruel arrow. And shoot that if you bench. GG. Dap him up a little bit. And that's it. Again, pretty consistent deck when you do draw it. Because it's you're seeing is that if you don't actually get into your Delphox, you have no draw engine, so you're kinda screwed. Again, they do have consistent ways to get into the Delphox. So we'll review the deck list now and let's see what it looks like. Alright. So they have constant ways to get into the basic Pokemon, but they have no way to find rare candy outside of just naturally drawing it. But again, you're playing a full one prize deck, with your sole exception being cat and bird. Ah, not bad. Okay, I can see what that's the number 5. This is the original, I believe, a deck we were using before. I didn't name it there. And if we look at the point list versus this list, the matchup would actually be pretty favorable for the Pult as currently they're using Monkey Dory and Risky Ruins. They'd easily be able to put some extra damage onto either your Braxian, because Braxian's only 100. I don't know what I clicked off of there, sorry. On your Braxian or on your Fennekin's and just get rid of those. Your only bit of protection is this, but that only protects you from Slowpoke and Arboliva. We also have this secondary build, which again is heavily focused on damage, so both of them could still do it. So we still seen a bit of faults with that. Let's go into another one of the rogue builds. So let's go. That was the 5th one there. We have number 6 of the rogue decks. We have a stall deck. So this is a deck that basically win by making your opponent deck out. One of those irritating decks. So I'm not going to play it because I want to take up a lot of our time and I don't really feel like doing that this hour the afternoon or Sunday. On the Lord Sunday, I'm not going to go do anybody that. But here's what you're going to do. You'll go 3 list anyway. We'll go 3 list and a fancy way. Here we go. So we have Shaman. As protection, again, Slowpoke Monarchant. We have Cubchoo as one of his stalls, because again, during your opponent's turn, next turn, the different Pokemon can't attack for one water energy. So if there's a big retreat course and no way to attack, easy stall. We also have Psyduck to prevent the plays from the Magneton. I believe it's Magneton. And the Dust Line. We have LGM, because this is just to fuck with the energies and move it around. Because again, index like Dragapult and those that run in low energy counts, by shifting the energy around, it's very difficult for them to attack. And since you're not getting rid of the energy, you actually just hold them out. Because if it is they only have 3 psychic energy, like in Dragapult, and you move all 3 psychic energy to, let me say, 3 Pokemon that aren't Dragapults, there's no way for them to actually attack you with the attack. I know I use that word attack there a lot, but that's it. Not just free retreat, because only basics in the deck. We have Cornerstone Mass to block those Pokemon abilities. We have Drillbur as the condition for winning. Because if when they're finally stuck, we just keep attacking with Drillbur and they mill a card. We have Sudowoodo, so to keep them from retreating. And again, that's pretty gay. First for draw cards, we have Droopy, Drippy and Dracloaks as our draw engine for the deck. Again, through to just narrow the hand down. Again, the deck is just to grind it down, and the main piece of this deck is accompanying flute, because what you're looking to do is try to fill the bench with Pokemon they can't use, so they have no utility Pokemon to put in. So what you're looking for is things like Fez, because you don't want to take any knockout, things like the Meowth, because again, they're not going to get the effect because it's toughened on the bench, or even a bunch of utility Pokemon that they can't use. Because if you use Accompanying Flute and you get them to a bunch of Hoot Hoot, and they have no Terra Pokemon, Hoot Hoot is useless. Things like that. Or even if you're fighting against something like Mega Lucario, if you fill the bench with no Lucario and just Hariyamas, Omakuhitas, and the Solroks and Lunatoons, you basically guarantee them to just be stuck. Because when you stick them into the Lunatoon alone, they can't really do anything besides stuff them energy on it and try to attack. And all those Pokemon have a single attack. So if you come through, that's it. And yeah, just trying to grind them out. Enhance hammers and hammers to get rid of special energies. Redeemable ticket to find what you're looking for that in prize. Just really trying to just get down to the resources and legacy just to throw off the prize race. Because you are running 3 Pokemon that are not one prize. So you can either make them get no prize for taking one knockouts, or when they do knock out one of your 2 prizes, they get 1 prize less. And again, this deck is just made for irritation. We're not playing that today. The how to get out of it is simply you need to play only the cards that you need. So if you're using Dragapult and that kind of stuff, what you need to do is only play Pokemon that necessary. Because again, we have things like the LGM that'll move energy, but if you only have 2 Dracloaks, they have to move the energy from one of them to the next. If you're playing the Dragapult has 2 attacks. If he snot you up, you're kind of piped, but you could retreat into another Dragapult or something like that. But if you start laying out a bunch of other Pokemon, you kind of screw yourself, and that's why the accompanying flute is such a key card to the deck. That's sometimes overlooked. So yeah, it this looked pretty infuriating to play against. Mm, nah, I'm not doing that. That'll take a while for us to play. So let's go back into the list. We have under that in the same top 5 other category, we have Frillish and Diancie. Again, we gotta win a top hat, we're not doing that. Or gotta win a trench coat. We have a Punkaboo Gorgeist, Frostlass. That look kind of interesting. So let's see what this one's about. This one had a third place finish. So let's import and take a look at it. What does the Gorgeist do? Let's come out so you can get a better read on it. So here, let's see Gorgeist, Horrifying Rondo. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Okay, there's a better Pokemon that does the same thing and is a one prizer, but the attack costs 2 energy, so that's pretty interesting. I guess we could give it a quick once over and see what this does. And again, we'll go in tree list of Pokemon that were in the like other category of the 5 most popular Pokemon decks. So let's give it a look before we criticize the deck or try to give it a good rating. So there's another rogue deck that we might come across on the ladder and look pretty interesting. Because by now we do most of the top 10. Um, and surprising how much the meta has adjusted. Because if we go down, give me a second, I will actually just cut out the stream there for a minute. We will, oop, cut that out. And we look here, we have things like Grimsnarl and Ceruledge all the way down to like a 1% share, where it was like my top 4 decks now, down to like 26, 27. And even Cynthia's Garchomp down to 19 and Crustlite at 17. And that's crazy. That's how different the format has adjusted. We'll put this because you don't want to get wiped out by oh my, I keep doing that. We don't want to get wiped out by okay, we know you wiped out by that, but I was worried about hitting a Slowpoke deck again. So we'll see how that goes. So this is seemingly a Alakazam Dunsparce again, number 4 on the list, so pretty high up there. This is just below it at no, 4 was actually Slowpoke, so this is Alakazam is right below. It's number 7, 7th most popular deck you're playing against. Hmm. I think we could just win this just with a just with a play of using our. Why I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? We actually want the damage down, so you'll like this. Take another one. Play it. Put this on him. Move the damage, and put it on the chickadee there. Switch. Enter. I think I should have done that backwards. I should have actually used this energy on it to pull the 2 Goldgeist, or pull another one of these, but I wouldn't have get to move the damage. Eh, live on, I guess. Because the other thing is, because I have this in hand, I could have actually used the legacy as the water for this to attack as well. Because you're going to wreck Andy and Alakazam now. If he doesn't wreck Andy and Alakazam, that'll be tragic for him. Oh my god, that's a terrible play. He kind of just screwed himself there. He totally screwed himself there. Okay, he protects himself from damage counters, but at what cost? Because that won't particularly help in the long run. Because now you already used the energy, and now he can't return it with the Dunsparce Pass when he evolves it. So he should actually just put it on the Dunsparce Pass. So he's definitely going to put a psychic energy there to move our thing, but we generally don't care about the stadium he chose there. Oh, that's why I did that. Better, always better on Dunsparce Pass. Look at that. If he had put it on the Dunsparce Pass, he could have returned it and kept the energy. And the thing is, little plays like that are what usually cost you the game. Because right now, honestly, if we get any basic Pokemon, he's going to lose off a lot. If we draw any basic Pokemon, or he's going to just lose off a lot there because we're going to just bring one Goldgeist. That's it. Because we actually want a basic Pokemon. Evolve up. Mm, we don't want fall for that today. We want one basic Pokemon. There we go. We will take. Yeah, we play this. Uh, first loss. We will. Mm, no, we'll give him a bench. We'll give him a bench Pokemon. Here, take that. And oh no, it only protects. It protects their bench Pokemon only. Okay, doesn't really matter in the long run. We're actually getting damage to put off with our monkey. So it works out. I think what I want to do next is actually search for monkey, and we should be fine. Cause what we'll do is we'll move off some of that. Okay. Okay, pretty good. Put him up. We knock him out. Okay. We take out 2 damage on our thing. Alright, so next let's go. Oh, that's monkey. It's nice. Monkey. We will use this. Discard. Discard. We don't need to look monkey anymore. We'll take our Geist. We need to get rid of this stupid stadium. So we look for our 8 cards and then we'll get rid of that. Put this on it. Sure, you can do that. And now with 8 we should get another stadium to... Oh, no stadium. Alright, so I guess we will just move damage off. We don't want it to knock itself out. 30 damage. And with that he loses his special energy and that. And he's going to get a red card next turn. So we should be fine. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. Alright, come on, come on. We wait on you. What's this one up on it? 50 damage, so we should be able to move that off next turn and take a decent knockout. Because again, next turn we're just going to red card and laugh very hard. Why is it taking so long? But I should not have brought this. I should have just brought another monkey. And that would have been a better play. But again, first time using the deck, we just fiddling around to see how stuff works out. What I find interesting though is okay, that's an interesting choice. Actually not bad. Actually not bad. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh, no more deck. Interesting. There we go. There we go, put him in front. First things first. Bend those cards. Just get 3. Next. This and this. There we go. We will this. Move. Take all the damage off of this guy. I'm gonna put it on this one back there. Let's see what you could get into. Nice. Find that which cards you want. And he'll have to attack to get that prize. And I believe we should be able to actually. Oh my god. Uh, experience is key. Experience is key. We'll keep that going. A Wondrous Patch will do great for this deck. The Wondrous Patch actually allows you to bring a psychic entity from the grave to one of your bench psychic Pokemon. So you could actually help set up your Go Guys quicker and still get your Dark Energy or Prism Energies onto your monkeys. So pretty good. That'll be a pretty good addition. Mm. Big, big guy in front. Heal with 100 points. Alright. Bing. Huh. This. This. Mm. That single play where I brought that Clefairy kinda screwed my hair. Kinda screwed my hair. I should have brought the. I 100% should have brought the thing. We'd have one prize more. He'd still have to do it. He'd get a knockout. But following turn, we'd have rinsed him because you're going to go down to two prizes and knockout. Because right here, he's going to kill us, go to 90, and he's going to lose his shame in the following turn. Not to mention, Fez going down as well. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, by luck, if you're still seeing me making mistakes, big man, how much fucking battle cage you have, dog? How much fucking battle cage? What battle cages are you play? Hey, fuck, buddy. There's three battle cage. Why you playing three battle cage, dog? Just play two. Three battle cage is too much. It work here. I see why I play three battle cage, but fuck, man. Alright. We'll chop down up two game. Take it. Take it. It's fine. Absolutely ruining my win-loss ratio, but that's what my testing next. I'll make it back up quickly. Let's see. I'm prestige by the way. So let's see. That's 111 above. Not bad. Not bad at all. Think I should try and win some games today. Um, so I'll just have a discussion while I actually play a proper deck to carry back up that win-loss ratio for a little bit. Where is my deck? Here you go, Bull. We go put some Bull on people and we should be good. Right, there we go. Um, right, so with that, we have spent roughly an hour testing just those decks in top five. And we can learn from that top five, those top five decks is that the meta decks really not equipped to deal with just a strong and consistent rogue deck. So the Abeliva, because they're not suited for something that fast, and everybody went into more control pieces, very hard to deal with. We could say the same is true about that deck we just played, which I already don't fully remember. Um, what were we just playing? Right, we playing Monkey Dory and Frostlass with. Whew, don't kill him for this one. Monkey Dory and Frostlass with. What was the main attacker in that deck? I just played deck and I forget already, you know. Go guys. Is Go guys was the main attacker in the deck. You only got off one Go guys attack though. Wow, okay. This is interesting. We're going to have to work a little more hard than usual to get through this deck. This build. We'll do it though. We'll do it. Let's go. First thing first. This is a Taurus deck. Pull Taurus. We'll pull a second Taurus. And we'll pull a Malgazi third. Right, so pretty good setup there. Mm. I like to play dangerous games. Let's see what we could get. Okay, precious trolley. Okay, we'll take that. You don't want him to die, so you'll put up a bull and Enten. Let's see what they do. And they back to the deck list. Right. So a lot of strategies to again need to have protection from Slowpoke. Slowpoke is 5% of your games, almost 6. Definitely need to have that Shaman in your deck. And your deck needs to be quick enough to actually get rid of Pokemon with under 100 or under hit points by turn 2. If you could do that, you'll actually win around 80% of your matches. So whatever deck you're using, doesn't matter what particular archetype it is, the top 10 decks actually do that quite effectively. It also, if you're quick enough in the setup, could possibly set you up for auto win as well. Because even looking at this matchup here, we are in a good position. Because you're not touching my bench, big dog. Don't work so. So right now, I find hilarious. Beautiful. Him, put this up. We will look for stadium to damage on Pokemon. Alright. Pip. Damage the bull. Damage the bull. 150. Mm. I still take a two price here. You'll kill the Morgan, kill the tourist in front. But let's see what we could draw. We're looking for petrels. We have three petrels. We have two or three more of the transceivers. Transceivers will get us into our Precious Trolley. Precious Trolley gets us into damage. One hit and we outside. That's an interesting move. It's a very interesting move. I don't know why I did that. We'll take the free retreat to get options. And let's see what we could go into. Boom. I'll use that. Only 80, but that's enough to keep us in range. Now we could one-shot it. Again, we have lots of chance to get into Precious Trolley. We have 4 and 3, 7. Apply Precious Trolley 8. That's 8 out of less than 40. So that's about a 5% chance join it per card. Actually 20%. I don't want to say 5%. Like 20% chance of join it. Besides that, we actually have trade returns and other things as well. So chances of us drawing bullshit are low, except for Rock Energy because we have 13 of those bitches. We have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So we also have 20% chance of drawing our Rock Energy. So knock on wood, we don't do shit. Excuse me. All right. Sorry to belch there. A boy just eat a lot of Indian food. We had a very fun day today. And okay, so what you're going to do is actually more risky play. We'll actually give him this. We'll give it to him because if we don't draw something to extend our bench, we lose anyway. So it's an auto loss. So let's see what he'll get. We give him a chance to actually take this out. He will take it out because it's protecting our bench. We are running multiple stretchers. We could get this back. Not too afraid. There we go. Protected. Like I said, at this point, we are going to lose in the following turn, or we have a chance at winning. If not, we screwed. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let us get 7. Hey, we can get knockout here. We can get knockout actually. Oh, we can get knockout there. Doing 40 damage. What I should have pulled was this. Alright, 1 energy and he has game. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's game. Take game there. Discard energy, kill that, we game. Lock at draw, lock at draw. That don't mean anything. That don't mean anything. We'll keep it pushing. Let's go again. Taurus is my favorite deck in the format, so let's get some motion here. Let's get some motion. looking to go second, so we could just set up an attack and win. Because Taurus is also one of those decks that capable of taking out Pokemon very, very, very quickly. Alright, we have one piece. Now let's see what we could get to finish the setup, and that's it. If we can find a stadium, precious trolley, we are good. Other than that, if we don't get anything other than that, we just go in straight for Lily. We are playing against a Reshiram. This looks like I know this deck. I know this deck. I don't know this deck. This is Mega Pyro. I do not know this deck. Okay. We don't need Shaman because we already have that. What we'll do is we will find ourselves a good setup. Find ourselves a good setup and work around that. Alright, so a good setup. Find a rock energy. Yeah, that kills it or doesn't. Either way, that's not our business. And with that, we have a threat setup. So, how this works is for each Tauros, you do 50 damage. When it gets a head, we flip a coin. For each Tauros, you flip a coin. For each head, it does 50 damage to anything. People usually are afraid of it, but it's a big red herring. The actual threats are the Paldean Tauroses, because you're going to get damage on them, and they are going to be the ones to do, say, the significant damage in this deck. And I was saying it's a big fat red herring. Also, item locking doesn't do anything against us because we don't really rely on items too much in this deck. Also, even if he does retreat and kills it, it still works in our favor because we have a huge attack coming from the second Taurus in the back. So it is a win-win for us, lose-lose for them. There we go. Like I said, win-win for us, lose-lose for them. We're going to take our 8 cards, and our first attack going to be the Tauros. Because right now we could actually go for very, very nice. Why they give up? As you realized, I feel like you realized it was a setup. What's going to happen is he's going to kill it. We're going to attack him with the Taurus 1 energy. Presumably get 200 damage. You're going to take a next knockout. We're going to attack with a Emolga and then just start running them down. So easy, easy first one. The easy first one. I think I've been at this for almost like over 2 hours. So I think I'll take a short break after this. Because talking non-stop for 2 hours is murder to your throat. Some ladies know what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, if you missed it, you could go back in stream. We was just discussing the mystery of that 5% of, well, just under 5% of the most popular decks online. and the fifth most popular archetype, which was other, and how and why they were effective and what were they. We did a test on like 6 or 7 decks, which was in the stream, so you could see how that went. Who went first? Are we first? You want to go second, okay? Now you're talking about. Use this and search for. There we go. Enter. Expecting something very strong. And just disappoint yourself. If you play dog, please play the stadium. Play rescue ruins, dog. Play rescue ruins and I'm gonna just ruin your life. If you play rescue ruins, I am going to use boss. I'm going to murder. That's Norant. Or that. Mm, unfortunate. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, everything's fine. Oof. Unfortunate. Pip. You can follow up on a couple things. We have the a damage for it, so we could follow up next turn and it'll be nice. Run over. Over, bring it over. Take first prize. Start the pressure on time. Alright. Even using Legacy, he'd still be on the back foot. No Legacy, okay. He's going to hit the one with damage on it. It's going to go in front, and we're going to just do the same thing. We're going to use our trolley. Oh, fuck me. That's, that's a dick move, bro. Dick move, bruh. Dick move. Oh, let's go. You're definitely going up. We could boss and get the Sammy. Alright, let's. Mm, I think we should boss and get the Sammy. Excuse me. Or we could take the risk with this and try and find something else, like our other stadium. Oh, fuck, I put like a bench. Actually, excuse me. This little boss. Give me this. Take it out. Mm-hmm. Second stammies. Two stammies and you win the game. You can do that. No chats. Just get up there. Draw for turn. Ka-chink. So we have one top. A. A. Hmm. Let's look. Oh, we have a China already. I'll take that. 4 to use it, yes. Alright, we'll force him to use it. He'll have to evolve and then ditch and play it. But I feel more like he would more likely use Greninja to kill our active Pokemon. Huh, interesting. That's an interesting one. I actually didn't think he was going to do something like that. That was not the smartest idea. Let's rephrase this. We'll put him up actually. And hmm, let's take a fresh 6. Nice. Let's do this. What's this? Mulga. Mm-hmm. Okay, back. Test us up for next turn. That should be fine. Let's give him a quick shuffle. Let's do some damage. Let's do it Mega Greninja. 100. Blow. I don't have a buy stick in. This is a very easy decision. Discard water energy if you have it. Unless you don't. If you don't. Ooh, you didn't have it? Damn, okay. I think we should play it safe. Because you have another turn. Safe is a counter again. Count again on this Tauros. And let's target Greninja again. I doubt we'll get all five, but we could set ourselves up for a decent. Nice. We get that true Greninja there. I can see we getting that true Greninja there. Come on. And he gives up. Alright, it's fine. That's hilarious. I surrendered there, but Manfredi Bull, right? Manfredi Bull. Again, thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for that actually view this. And really appreciate the support. Have a good one. And I would say bye.